Welcome to Cyber Theological Seminary. Today we are going to study, also continue, leadership development. So what is the leadership development? Today's the title is here, Strengths over Cooperation. This is a partnership. So working together out of isolated ministry, the synergy effect. Now, the story of Jonathan and David is found in 1 Samuel chapter 18 to 20. It is a vivid picture of two men who choose to work together for the future success of God's people. What makes the story profound is that Jonathan, the rightful heir to the throne, he will be success of the next king over the Saul. He really is the right heir to the throne. This is true. And the supporter David as his successor. This story is about sacrifice and the partnership, not for the benefit of one individual, but for the benefit of the kingdom. What quality did Jonathan and David possess that enabled them to form such a strong partnership? We will examine that important truth throughout this study. As we examine the 1 Samuel chapter 20, we will see what creates effective partnerships. Personal partnership case study, okay? Jonathan and David. If we have the similar case, even your pastor, even your seminary, is the research about that are they're learned by alone or learned by with a partnership together. Which one is more effective? Our school is a kind of the good example. Our school is run by many different branches by their own the deans. I'm not alone. I have many partnerships around the world. Look at here. One, they could give themselves to each other. 1 Samuel chapter 21, 4 says, "What have I done? What is my crime? How have I wronged your father that he is trying to take my life?" Jonathan could not believe that David was in serious danger because of his father, but he decided to follow David's word. Jonathan was willing to do whatever David asked. Wonderful, no? Whatever you want me to do, I will do for you. Do you have a ministry co-worker who can give you completely? If you have, how wonderful you are. Keep the covenant. But show me unfailing kindness like that of the Lord as long as I live, so that I may not be killed. No, it's the questions. Is it worthy depend on my cooperative relationship? Is it worthy depend on my cooperative relationship? Right. That's the questions. They knew that they have a responsible each other. Eventually, David had to leave the palace for a season. The two friends parted in tears, but the separation was the right thing to do. Even though it was a painful decision, they were responsible for each other. Can I depend on myself in partnership related? What is your structure? A realistic cooperative relationship begins by knowing the need of those who need to be served. 5. Cooperation is cooperation is not an event. No, co-mission does not begin with writing down a common theological statement, but rather with the heart, moving to feel a need. The formative, the faith, the often takes time. Building trust doesn't happen overnight. Now, six, a great partnership is great partnership is harder to maintain than to start. Ensuring that the initial the vision is maintained require a commitment to clarify or focus on and good communications. And seven, the fruit the bearing the partnership consists of ministries with clear identities. Yes, co-worker, no, co-worker ministry must have a unique and clear vision that complement the vision of each co-worker. And eight, the effective cooperative the relationship enjoy differences between ministry. Co-workers enjoy the differences they each contribute, but focus on what they have in common. Are you involved in an effective partnership right now? Strategic partnership case study. Saul and Samuel. All minister in this partnership what can learn. What you can learn. The Samuel was able to convey the message of God to Saul's life because of his sense of security in his calling. The Bible provides a picture of how pastors and the lay leader can work together to fulfill God's vision. In 1 Samuel chapter 9 to 15, we see how the priest Samuel and the king Saul are used in God's sovereign plan. Samuel is a spiritual leader, a leader of ministry, and Saul is a secular leader, a leader of business. So Samuel was able to exercise his role as a spiritual leader to a powerful leader like Saul because he was secure in himself. Samuel found God's calling and his own security in God. Although Saul was a threatening and domineering leader, 1 Samuel 9:2. And Samuel did not fear or envy Saul's role. Furthermore, Samuel did not neglect his role in King Saul's life. Consider the following about their relationship and the partnership. No, God connected the king over Israel to Samuel. But Samuel did not place the Saul in a position of a celebrity. Saul could have been the king who could rule over the Samuel. But Samuel's stability and emotional health were not swayed by people. The Samuel confidently and calmly said to Saul, I am a prophet. And Samuel prepared Saul by giving him instructions on the spiritual aspect that he should have as kings. So look at the 1 Samuel chapter 9, the verse 17 to 19. what every pastor can learn from this partnership. And then question and discuss and answer. The Samuel took the initiative, the leadership initiative, and anointed Saul to fulfill his role. Then Samuel took up the flask of the oil and poured it on Saul's head and kissed him, saying, "Has not the Lord anointed you leader over his inheritance?" Samuel, no, this one is the Samuel did not feel the competitive or the jealous of the new kings. He knew that there would be other leader among God's people, and he knew that the two would complement each other. As Coach Mac nicknames for the Peter the McNamara. He said, "We are not here to compete, but to complete each other's." You see? Look at the number 4. Samuel was a tool that helped Saul to have a new heart to serve the people. 1 Samuel chapter 10, 6 to 9. No, it was a situation where here this one, the 4, it was the situation where the Samuel felt the a worker and or the inadequate in some way. Now that the Samuel had done his duty for Saul, Saul was in his place, but Samuel did not resist his mission to God to call Saul and develop him into spiritual the leader. Samuel was a key person in helping Saul use his spiritual gift. When they arrived at the Gibeah, a procession of the prophet that met him, the Spirit of God came upon him in power, and he joined the prophesying. When all those who had formerly known him saw him the prophesying with the prophets, they asked each other, "What is this that has happened to the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets?" A man who lived there answered, "And who is their father?" So it became a saying, "Is Saul also among the prophets?" Verse 8 to 30 Israel's. Samuel played the sorrowful when Saul failed. Samuel prayed sorrowful when Saul failed. Look at the 1 Samuel 15:11. "I am grieved that I have made Saul king, because he has turned away from me and has not carried out my instruction." Samuel was troubled, and he cried out to the Lord all that night. Samuel confronted the Saul when Saul sinned and gave him the right, the vision, the possible. The problem that the pastor must be solved is personal security. The problem that the layman must be solved is personal obedience. And 3, pastor often envy the latest success. He envies wealth. Rare, the envy the importance of pastors. He envies his mission. Think about vision. Great vision draws the heart of great people, vision comes before resource. Obedience to vision opens up resource. When obedience stops, resource stop. God placed generous people next to those who have a vision over God's size. Pastors fail in this partnership because they are threatened. Laymen fail in this partnership because they are independent. 8. Pastors can provide the one things that lay people want most. So it will be fulfillment. Lay people can provide the one things that pastors need most. That will be resources. What every pastor should do about this partnership. First of all, pastors should feel secure in their calling and role as lay leaders. How to apply? Application. How can you shape this into your life? How can you make a form this life? And how to apply? Application. For what works in the church can they use their gift? Pastor must challenge lay leader to follow God's call on their lives. What are the platforms you can use to do this? Pastor should prepare by a lay leader to become spiritual leader in their own area. How will you accomplish this? Co-working satisfies God's heart. Co-working enhances the potential of the ministry. Co-working clarifies the mission. Co-working sees the best in each other. Co-working witness to the community and the world. Okay, this is all for today lessons. May God bless you, all of you. Thank you.